Alright, alchemists, welcome back to another episode of Alchemy Crypto. I'm your host and alchemist, Al Capone. I'd like to thank all of you for jumping back into the Cypher. Today was a crazy day and a lot of volatility. It is Thursday, November 10th. Remember, nothing I say in this video is to be considered financial advice. We have Bitcoin pumping $16,717 right now. We got Ethereum 1196. BNB token coming in at 288. XRP, the chosen one, 37 cents. Cardano 35 cents, Dogecoin 8 cents, Matic at 91 cents, Polkadot $5.74. Shiba Inu is 5 or 6 zeros out. Alright, welcome into the Cypher. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. It is Thursday, CPI day. We have CPI data coming out today, and looks like Bitcoin is taking off. I think I might jump into a trade right now because this thing is just on fire. It is jumping back up. We put in a new low today, and this thing is making moves right now. So let's get right into it because there's a lot to cover. I'd like to remind you guys, you are early. Only 4% of people are in crypto. If you are accumulating assets at these bear market basement bargain prices, you are positioned accordingly for the bull run. So that being said, let's just keep going. All right, this from Coin Bureau. Between this and the Bitfinex hack seizure, the U.S. government is slowly becoming the largest Bitcoin whale out there. That is insane. These guys are accumulating crypto and becoming one of the biggest holders. They just seized 3.36 billion in Bitcoin stolen a decade ago off the Silk Road. In this hack, James Zong of Gainesville, Georgia, pled guilty to wire fraud and the theft of about 3.36 billion. They just found it in his wall on a flash drive, and basically Zong pled guilty Friday to 1 count of wire fraud, which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years. So they seized about 50,000 Bitcoin, valued at about $3.36 billion. So the government is accumulating. They are hoarding crypto. Alright, let's take a look at market cap, because with those FTX developments and everything, we are seeing money leaving. So we are now at 864 billion. We're under that $1 trillion mark. 24-hour volume down. Bitcoin dominance still sitting at 36.5. Alright, let's look over at fear and greed. We got fear and greed index coming in at a 22. So we are back in extreme fear. Remember, guys, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is the time to be accumulating. You do not want to be buying. I mean, neutral is okay. Do not want to be buying up here. So, all right, let's keep moving because there is a ton. Let's look at the CNN bear bull real quick. Then we'll look at U.S. markets and futures and see what's going on. All I know is Bitcoin is rallying right now. This thing is making moves. All right, we're in neutral territory on the bear bull. Let's see how they did today. I know what I forgot to put up for you guys, my heat map. So I'm just going to pop that up right quick. What was it called? I don't even remember. It's been so long. one of these. Let's see what this is about. No, this is not it. Anyway, let's just jump over to CNN and take a look at futures. I will get the heat map up. I just have to make myself a little reminder. Alright, so looks like futures are up. Dow is up. S&P up. Nasdaq up. Oil taking a breather. We're going to talk about oil later. But let's keep going. This, in the past 24 hours, 7 exchanges, Binance, Gate.io, KuCoin, and the rest of them there that you can see have come out and issued statements that they would publish their Merkle Tree Reserve certificates to increase transparency, which would be a good thing. I think then we'd know who is safe and who is not. Had this been happening, I think we could have avoided this debacle. There were a lot of people with a lot of cash and crypto parked on FTX. So things have gotten a little bit crazy. We have been shorting and longing these markets the whole way down. FTX, cryptocurrency giant Binance walks away from the bailout. So I talked about this yesterday and the day before. I don't think CZ is going to plug that hole. I think it's too big. I was saying, how bad is it, Sam? How big is the hole? You know, and after due diligence, it appears CZ is backing out. You can see what is going on with FTT. We were shorting the FTT token. We will show you some of that. We were shorting Solana. Solana is come down quite a bit. Still has some value, but I am not a buyer. Not financial advice. All right. Binance backs out of the deal, so that is not good. Rumor is SBF is in big trouble, and he is going to jail soon. So we'll see how that develops. He may be sharing a cot with Do Kwon soon. We'll keep an eye on that, and we'll see where that goes. Basically, what's his name backed out. CZ at Binance has decided he does not want this thing. And you had Sam Bankman-Fried coming out. Here we go. Let's take a quick listen. You had Sam Bankman-Fried coming out saying everything's okay, all funds are safe, and now they're gated. Let's take a quick listen.
Binance walking away. Hey there, Sarah.
I'm going to talk over this so I don't get a copyright.
Binance is walking away officially from that FTX deal. It says here Binance's issues are beyond our control. To help, they're saying a company statement. We don't have that statement quite yet. Again, according to Dow Jones, Binance cites due diligence reports on mishandling of FTX customer funds for dropping.
So SBF was trading with your crypto. You had it on there parked, and he was leveraging it. He says all assets are fine. This tweet has since been deleted. So we have called this clown out on the channel many times, and we gotta, you know, stay in the know, Alchemist, stay in the Cypher, so you can get in on these deals when they happen. You know, you can know ahead of the game, and you can keep your funds safe. That's the thing to do. So, let's keep going. There is more. You got CZ from Binance saying a whole bunch here if you want to check it out. In the spirit of transparency, you might as well share the actual note sent to all Binance team globally. He was basically saying, don't FUD it, don't sell it. They halted all sales of FTT to try to protect the price, but, you know, it was too late at that point. That thing is gone. FTT sitting at $2.23 at the time of this stream. So it's over for FTT and probably Solana too. We're shorting this. CZ is the new hero of crypto. He saved a lot of people a lot of money by saying he may come through and buy after due diligence. That kept them open and kept withdrawals going for a little bit. Ease some of the stress and tension. Try to contain, you know, this thing, but after taking a look, he decided no, and I figured he wasn't going to go through with it. Who would in their right mind? I asked the Alchemist, would you? And the answer was overwhelmingly no. So, shout out to CZ. He is a hero of crypto, and so is this guy. Like him or not, shout out to Ben Armstrong. He broke this FTX Sam Bankman-Fried was the devil. He was evil. He was bad. He had been saying it for a while. Close your FTX account. Get off. Hit the exits. Nobody listened. A lot of people did listen. Sometimes this guy is right. He hasn't always been right, and he won't always be right. But he does know what he's talking about in this situation. All right. Let's listen.
Sam Bankman-Fried, he's not even a billionaire anymore. He went from 14 billion to less than 1 billion to 990 billion, whatever it is. And so, there's, no, screw that guy. I'm gonna take a lap. Dang right. We've been telling you how evil this guy is for months on this channel.
That's right. Shout out to BitBoy over there because he broke this. Now, let's call out some clowns. We got Gary Gensler here, supposed to be protecting the space. Well, you can see right here, office hours with Gary Gensler on the SEC.gov website. He talks about here about a cyber hygiene policy, keeping crypto clean and safe, protecting investors. What are crypto trading platforms? We have rules in our capital markets to safeguard market integrity and protect against fraud, manipulation. So, great job, Gary. Fantastic. You protected so many people. This guy is a clown. And he is not doing his job. He's going after Ripple and XRP. He's calling everything a security. Meanwhile, instead of watching the people distributing these things, he's out there attacking individual projects. And it has recently come to light, shout out to DAI for this, that these guys met, this is the SEC's calendar from earlier this year, they met with FTX and, right here, Sam Bankman-Fried. So, SEC was supposed to protect investors, and they didn't. And while we're calling out clowns, let's look at this guy. Something went wrong. FTX is offline. Well, this guy knows a little something about exchanges and sites. If you don't know who he is, Charlie Shrem, he will sell you a calendar now if you want one. It says here, Charlie Shrem, former Chief Executive Officer and Compliance Officer at BitInstant, a Bitcoin exchange company, and former Vice Chairman of the Bitcoin Foundation, was sentenced today to 2 years in prison for his role in knowingly transmitting 1 million in Bitcoins intended to facilitate drug trafficking on the Silk Road. So if you knew about the Silk Road or you used the Silk Road, you probably used some Bitcoins that Charlie Shrem sent. So he did 2 years. Now, I put this together because here's Charlie, guy selling calendars now. He's out. And he called Do Kwon and Sam Bankman-Fried for some milk and cookies. And when they got together, you know, they were asking Charlie, hey, Charlie, tell us again what happens if we drop the soap. So Charlie's filling him in on prison. This guy's probably going soon. This guy's going. He's got a red flag on his passport. As soon as he turns up, he's going bye-bye. So these two will be bunky soon. Hope they like commissary. All right, let's keep going. FTX failure wipes out 150 billion from crypto market. So that is big money. 150 million dollars gone. And this guy, the other clown, Do Kwon, 40 billion. So between these two guys, almost 200 billion dollars. And I thought I knew how to blow money. Jeez. All right, so let's keep going because there's a lot. 200 billion from these two clowns. And when we see stuff like this, we're going to call out the clowns every single time, folks. We're going to do it. We will call them out over and over, no matter what. That's what we do here. All right, so let's keep going. Let's look in on the chosen one, XRP. I think it is still sitting around 36, 37 cents. Okay, 36 cents. So, on sale, the 3 for $1 deal was on earlier. If you bought the dip and cashed in, congratulations. If you accumulated some down here at 30 cents, 33 cent was back on for a quick second. There was even some 32 cent XRP. I think, yeah, 32.66. So, kudos to you. If you got some, you are in profit right now. If you bought the dip, not financial advice, I'm just saying. I picked up a little more. I was trading all day. My bag was heavy. I shifted some into ISOs, not financial advice. Now, let's keep going. Let's take a look at this. That beautiful XRP ledger. Transactions settling instantly cross borders internationally in 3 seconds. These are the nodes. These are the transactions happening. Now let's jump over to Fiat Leak and look at that fake fiat funny money being changed over into XRP, shooting up here into the great northeast, shooting over into eastern Russia. This thing is flying around the world, settling instantly, and when the world wakes up, this thing will explode. Position accordingly, not financial advice. Let's keep going. Now, Ripple doing some big advertising on Wall Street. This is a little bit dated, but I did want to share it with you. It's from October. It just shows you that even in a bear market, this company is innovating. They are doing big things. You know, their pockets are deep. Here's another one. The time to innovate is always now, even in the bear. So, and then there's this in London. Canary Wharf railway station here in London. And he says, I'm sure it's nothing. Yeah. If you know, then you know. And if you don't, well, you shall be left behind. You can be on the right side or the wrong side of history, folks. And the alchemists know where it's at. See this? Railway station, Canary Wharf. So, Ripple out there advertising, getting it done. Now this, another amicus brief filed by Reaper. So, this is happening. There is another amicus brief being filed right here. Letter of motion to propose amicus brief, Reaper Financial. So, there is another one. I believe that brings the count to 13. That is going to be quite the unlucky number for Gary and his boys. They're like, oh no, should we stall this thing some more? We have to review another one. Alright, so that is what's going on with amicus briefs. Now, if you want to trade, check it out. We were trading in the Cypher all day. If you want to know how to do that, jump over to alchemycryptocypher.com. The URL is here. You can see it right up here in your upper left hand corner of your screen. Click here to join the Discord. $30 if you pay with crypto, $39 Visa, MasterCard. Check it out. You can long or short these markets and make money either way, up or down. We get it. When you see this logo Alchemist on the channel, when you see this thumbnail, this means I will be live trading and there is volatility and there is money on the table. Jump in, copy trade me, just do what I do, and we will show you how to get money. Alright, these are some of the trades we took. You can see plus 207%, just crushed it. That was a let's look, that was a Bitcoin long. There's a few more over here I'll share with you, and then we'll just keep going. Here's another one for 121%. If you guys like money and you want to get some of this butter, this is nothing to sneeze at, folks. We have been just crushing it trading lately. If you want to get in, jump over to Alchemy Crypto Cypher, join the Discord. Do not hesitate. Come on in. Click right here, and we will get you in the know. We will teach you how to do this, and we will get money to you. You'll get yourself money. Just come on in. Join the Discord. Alright, let's talk about inflation. Let's talk about the Fed. We got CPI data today, and we may see some volatility in the markets, so we're keeping a close eye on it. We get a hot CPI print, markets could tank. So everyone's calling for the bottom, and you know, we just might get it soon here, so we're keeping a close eye on it. However, we make money whether this thing is up or down, shorting and longing it. So now let's keep going and talk about this. Diesel and heating fuel supplies are dangerously low. This is not good. We have major problems in this country with fuel. You know, things are not going well. Diesel and heating fuel supplies dangerously low. So, because of the fact that diesel and supplies are low and there's no fuel on the ground, people are starting to hoard it, and so they're rationing it. People are starting to, you know, panic. And because of that, we're seeing rations and stuff in the markets. Diesel fuel and heating oil, which comprise the distillate category, are 63% below the 5-year average in New England and 58% below the same average from Maryland to New York, according to a survey by the Department of Energy. The agency said that gasoline inventories are not as bad, but are still at their lowest levels in nearly a decade along the entire East Coast. Guys, you need to prepare food, fuel, water, freedom seeds, God's money, gold and silver, supplies. You need to be able to survive 30 days of darkness, rolling blackouts, no food in the stores. We're building generational wealth here on this channel, and what good is it if you ain't around to enjoy it? So be prepared. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. All right, let's look at oil. It is barrel of crude 85, taking a little breather. Louisiana light above 90 bucks. So more pain at the pumps. And remember, when China reopens and they're out of COVID lockdowns, demand on the market will increase and you will see this price spike. So we watch oil here, we watch the dollar, we watch it all. Alchemists come to stay in the know, and these guys are laughing, going, you guys are gonna be out of gas, there's nothing in the ground. There's talk that there's only 25 days of diesel in the ground. Now we're gonna cover it here. Let's check this out first. New York and New England start rationing heat oil before winter as stockpiles slump by 70% and fears rise that families will be left in the cold. Heating oil stockpiles in New England are currently a third of normal levels. Wholesalers begin rationing to prevent panic buying and hoarding. So if they're already seeing this, you know it's bad. Heating oil, which is similar to diesel, is used widely in New England. Energy Department says heating oil prices will be 20% higher this winter. So if you didn't load up in the last month or two in anticipation of this, you probably should have. However, I would call and get it while you can, because there may come a point where we can't get it. It is bad. There is a major energy crisis, liquidity crisis, spiritual crisis going on in this country right now. Let's keep going. The truth about 25 days of diesel fuel in the ground. Alright, so let's talk about it. The statistic of 25 days of diesel left is true. However, the way it is being interpreted is completely false. Basically, they're saying if supply stopped, we would only have 25 days. So, now that doesn't mean the lack of diesel supply isn't a big deal. This is the lowest level of diesel supply since 2014. There will likely be some regions that will run out for a day or two. Now, if they're warning of that, maybe a good idea to fill your tank and fill the tank in the bed as well. Have some diesel on hand, have some gas on hand for the generator, whatever you need to ride out the storm. It's not if, it's when. This thing can happen. Alright, shout out to ZR for this. The UK could experience power cuts, so the energy crisis is real and it's global. And when China comes back online, guys, you're really going to feel the pain at the pumps and shortage. Saudi Arabia is not playing fair with America right now. So, OPEC is not playing fair with the West. So that is not good for us. Now, vulnerable U.S. electric grid facing threats from Russia and domestic terrorists. This thing could end up popping off. If the breaker blows and the power goes out, how will you survive? Do you have batteries, flashlights, candles, the necessary stuff you're going to need? Alright, so, now this. Germany joining BRICS. We're going to talk about it because Putin and his cronies are putting together a new system, a new mechanism of transfer outside the US dollar. The de-dollarization continues. Now, the 5 countries are also trying to create an alternative mechanism for international payments. So, if that happens, we will see the dollar crash. We will no longer have the standard of living we have. Things will get ugly. You need to be prepared. There is a financial crisis, a spiritual crisis, a liquidity crisis, an energy crisis. These things are not letting up. They're just increasing. So, on a brighter note, I'm going to leave you guys with some good news. U.S. and Russia agree to hold talks on nuclear treaty for the first time since the war started in Ukraine. So hopefully these guys can get together and prevail with cooler heads. Diplomacy is always the way. We will continue to pray for peace as always. Alchemists already know what's up. Alright. Because remember guys, this thing is lurking. It is out there. So, alright Alchemist, thank you for coming in. If you could smash the like on the way out, I would appreciate it. If you made it this far, thank you for hanging in there. And I expect volatility, so watch for the Alchemy thumbnail. And if you see this thumbnail tomorrow morning, you know there's volatility and there will be live trading happening in the Cypher. Alright, thanks for stopping in to the Cypher. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next one. This is your Alchemist signing off.